Member for Kamloops Centre.
Thank you. That answer very clearly shows why cities are pleading with this government to stop the downloading, because they're counting on municipalities to continue to add provincial responsibilities under local taxpayers. We have the small businesses across this province begging for tax relief, especially property tax relief. We have sawmills and pulp mills around this province pleading for help from this government that has created the highest cost forestry jurisdiction in North America with their NDP policies. We have a premier that says he's opposed to a northern pipeline because we need to maximize the value of the existing pipeline networks that we have in British Columbia. Correct. Yet later this month, the Minister of Finance is being asked to sign off on a 30% reduction of the assessed values of those existing pipelines in British Columbia. Now, pipelines are capped on the property tax rates they can pay, which means that's a 30% tax holiday for those same pipeline companies the Premier says we have to maximize the value of. And who will have to pick up that cost, Mr. Speaker? The pulp mills, the sawmills, and the small businesses that this Premier says they are standing up and fighting for. So the government has two simple solutions. They can either say they will reject the reduction, the 30% tax holiday for pipelines being suggested by BC Assessment, or they can increase the cap on the mill rates for Class 2. Which is this government prepared to do today?
Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Thank you to the member opposite for the question. First, I want to say that BC Assessment has been doing this evaluation of models work over a 10-year period. It's not yet come to my desk. I expect it to come to my desk in November. But I'll share with the member that I too feel concerned. I feel concerned any time that there is a downloading of taxes onto small businesses and onto people, and I look forward to reviewing this report.
Member supplemental.
Thank you. Well, it's a pretty easy concept, and surely the minister must have been aware of it because it has to be approved by the end of November, according to BC Assessment's own presentations to local governments. So it's shocking that the government doesn't already have a position whether or not they were going to take action or not. But it's interesting because it's always tough to understand what exactly this government and this finance minister is doing. On the first quarter update, Mr. Speaker, when concerns were raised about the sleight of hand happening with the tobacco settlement money in British Columbia, the minister assured everybody that it was standard accounting practices, and in fact, the Auditor General would be quite happy with how BC was handling that sleight of hand, with booking 18 years worth of a settlement in 1 year to try to deflect and make their horrible, horrible record deficit look a little bit better than it actually is in real life. Well, Mr. Speaker, just the other day, the Auditor General actually indicated that no, in fact, they're not overly impressed with how this government chose to do the bookkeeping on the tobacco settlement. So can the minister please explain the disconnect between the words she keeps trying to convey to the public about the budget bookkeeping they continue to do to try to hide their record deficits over the language we're hearing coming out of the Auditor General's office?
Mr. Premier.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Let me be a member in this House who rises to thank the Attorney General and her team for closing off litigation that was started by an NDP government almost 20 years ago against the big tobacco companies who lied about how tobacco was addictive, didn't cause cancer, on, to hold them accountable for the harm that they caused in our province, to deliver literally billions of dollars to the province of British Columbia to help pay for the harm that they caused. Way to go. Way to go. Let me thank her and her team for holding opioid producers to account for the largest healthcare settlement in British Columbia history, bringing billions of dollars to provinces and territories across Canada, grappling with the opioid crisis that they caused. Congratulations, Attorney General. Let me thank the Attorney General and her team for bringing forward legislation to hold the vaping companies to account for the vaping
Members.
epidemic among our young people and the harm they are causing to youth across North America so that they finally pay for the harm that they caused, Honourable Speaker. Congratulations to the member. I love having a problem. I love having a problem.
Members will come to order. Hold it. Members, member for Abbotsford South. Members, Premier has the floor. He will answer. Shh. Premier.
Sorry, kids. I love having a problem of how to account for billions of dollars recovered from wrongdoers who hurt people in our province. We're going to keep doing it. And if it's a problem of how to count the money, then bring it on.